Hey everybody, so I didn't post a video on Tuesday, and for that I terribly apologize. But to start this video off, I would like to give a huge shout out to one of my brothers who's almost like a son to me. About a year ago, my buddy Hayden came up to me. I was at Safe Homes and I was speaking about what it's like to be trans and everything that we go through and the hormonal process and all that fun stuff. And my buddy had come up to me and he said, "Dalton, I need to talk to you." And I said, "Of course, bro, what's going on?" And he just looks at me and he says, "I think I'm a boy," and just starts bawling his eyes out. He said, "I think I'm a boy and I don't know what to do and I'm very scared." I said, "Bro, don't worry about it. I've been there. Coming out's a really hard thing." And it is. Transitioning is very hard, as I make it clear in almost every single one of my videos. I have watched this kid grow and struggle and grow into the man that he knows that he is, and he's finally comfortable. And it joys my heart that he honored me to kind of guide him through this journey that we're walking along. Hayden, I love you, bro. You're almost 1 week on testosterone, and I am so ridiculously proud of everything that you have overcome. I know that we butt heads and we fight, and sometimes we hate each other for a couple of moments, but that's just because we're too much alike. You're almost the same exact person that I am, and I cannot wait to watch you experience the changes that I'm experiencing, and I can't wait to see how handsome you become in your transition. So talking about changes, it is almost 4 months on testosterone. My muscles are getting bigger, my neck is getting thicker, my face is getting fuller, my voice is still dropping. I'm starting to get a couple of chin hairs. You can't really see them, but there's about 5. My family is actually starting to call me Dalton, and that has by far been the hardest part of this whole entire transition. Is I come out, I leave my house, and I'm Dalton, and I'm he, and the pronouns are correct, and then I go back home, and it's Autumn, and it's she, and transitioning is so hard for family members. It is so hard for them to get accustomed to the name and the pronouns when they spent so long knowing you as your birth name and your birth pronouns. So I'm so extremely, incredibly proud of my parents and my sister, who hasn't been able to call me by my birth name or my chosen name. So I thank you for slowly cutting out my birth name every day. I can't tell you guys how much I appreciate that. That really makes my transition easier. I love you guys. Thank you for the support. It's been a hard road, and it's going to continue to get hard. But you guys are my family, and you love me, and I know that no matter how hard it gets, I know that you guys will still support me, and you guys stand in my corner any given day of any given week. I got my letters for top surgery. I need to be 2 months nicotine free. I need to call and make my consultation. I need my Mass Health to go through. When I tried to apply in March, they tried to flag me for identity fraud because I had changed everything over, but I'd finally squared everything away with that. So hopefully I'm coming up on the next big step of transitioning, which is top surgery, which I'm so super excited about. I want to emphasize something severely, okay? If you guys meet a trans person other than myself, do not ask them what their birth name was. That is so rude. It's like going to somebody that you knew had liposuction surgery and asking them how much they weighed before they got their surgery. Okay, it's rude. Don't do it. And the reason I bring this up is because I had a customer ask me what my birth name was, and I said, "Hey bud, you know, for future reference, that's very rude. Don't ask that to somebody." And he flipped out on me and said, "Well, you know, I can say that you're fucking rude because you told me that you were transitioning." Mind you, I told him that I was transitioning because he called me female pronouns, so I had just corrected him. And he was completely fine about it at first. There was not a single problem with it. But then when I told him that it's rude to ask somebody their birth name, he flipped out on me. So just keep in mind, guys, not everybody is as open as I am. Okay? I also want to give a huge shout out to my partner. My partner is non-binary and they are pansexual, so they don't identify as neither male nor female, and they don't care what their partner looks like. They will date somebody who is a straight cis woman or a cis male. They will date a transgendered person. They will date an intersex person. They don't care about that stuff. On the days that my dysphoria is absolutely terrible and I feel like a garbage bag that's been lit on fire next to a trash can and I just feel absolutely awful, she makes me feel so ridiculously handsome, it's not even funny. when I am roid raging and I get incredibly annoyed or incredibly angry, she doesn't tell me that I need to knock it off or that I'm being ridiculous. She just kind of lets me do what I have to do and then lets me apologize for it after. To anybody who is dating a trans person or is thinking about dating a trans person or, you know, is wondering what it's like to date a trans person, it is not an easy thing to do. There are mood swings and unending doctor appointments and dose increases and physical and, you know, emotional changes, and it's a lot to handle. If you don't think that you can handle that, do not even think about talking to somebody who is trans. We're dealing with enough discrimination as it is. We don't need you guys getting our hopes up and then breaking up with us because we're too hard to handle. We know that we're hard to handle. If you're a strong enough person to do it, then we thank you. But if you're not, that's okay. We need to be accepted, you know. Thankfully, my partner is also my best friend. Sorry, I'm moving so much, I'm running away from a bee. My partner is my best friend, and my partner makes everything that is so hard so easy. So, babe, thank you for that. I can't tell you how much I love and appreciate you for everything that you do for me and everything that you deal with being with me. You are the absolute best. To all of my straight allies, you guys are also the best. You're fantastic. Keep showing the world that we're not weird, okay? I love every single one of you. Thank you so much for following my transition week after week or month after month.